So now, first of all, we are talking about longevity. We are talking about ageless strength. First of all, tell me, how many of you are excited every morning? How many? Every morning?
Every morning.
Well, that's good to hear, but that's very few people who are excited. Well, everybody should be excited every day for something or the other. And one of the reasons, one of the big things about longevity is excitement. Have you seen a mosquito? He has such a small life, such a short life. How do you hear it? Buzz. What is that? Excitement about life. Now, I see a lot of people here just now also, lethargic, not happy, looking into their phones. Well, look here. Hello. Yes, there should be excitement. And excitement every day in you. And every day you must find the sunrise exciting. You must find coming to work exciting. You must find going back exciting. I know there is a lot of traffic, even that is exciting. You meet tons of people on the way. So everything in life is exciting. And take the example always of a mosquito. Brrr. Look at the huge human being. It does brrr, sucks your blood and you get malaria. And you are gone, you are dead. Right? It gives you chikungunya. Even I had chikungunya while I was working here. But I was so excited, I came back on the third day. And when I was back here, I climbed the stairs. I never used to go by lift. And you can ask some of my old faculty members here who saw me. I never went up the lift during that time. I went up the stairs. And I got back feeling well very soon. So a mosquito can give you, where these days people are dying with mosquito bites. So a mosquito does so many things. Look at a butterfly. A butterfly has such a small life, but it makes you happy. It flits and goes from flower to flower, goes from your hand to hand, and you smile, you feel happy about it. So be like these, be excited about whatever you do in life. So excitement is something which will elongate your life, which will make you happy always. So it brings you happiness. Of course, I gave you a destructive example to bring out some excitement in you. And the second thing, let me cite an example of an IIT student. I used to teach at IIT Delhi. And I used to be there at 8 a.m. in the morning, all ready for work. And the MTech students used to come, and you know, in IIT you're not supposed to be late. There is no late coming. You just cannot get in after the bell comes in. You just have to be there. So these people used to come every day to class, shoddy, in their pajamas sometimes, because they used to live in the hostel. They were not supposed to go home. So they would come up from the hostel, come straight to class and attend the class very diligently, very well, and then go back. So one fine day, I found one student missing and he came late. Another day, I found two students missing and they came late. On the third time when they came, I said, "Why were you late?" Then they said, "Ma'am, we're sorry, but the thing is that we see you so well dressed in the morning, looking neat and clean, looking excited, and we thought we better shave, we better wear better clothes, and here we are looking all spruced up." So they became excited, and one of them is an IAS officer who still keeps in touch with me. And one of them, after his engineering, went to the US, and he also keeps in touch with me. So excitement in life is what they learned. Now please remember to put that in your basket. Be excited in life always. The second thing which I feel is very, very important is living in your present. Living in your present, that means think of now. So how will you think of now? How? By coming on time, by doing your work on time, And how do you do that? You have a good night, fresh, good night's sleep. Of course, the previous speaker already said, don't go on your mobile phones all the time. But I will project this point as a good night, fresh sleep. If you sleep well, your productivity is good. You work well. And so, it's important that you have a presence of mind, and that you will get only if you have good sleep. So you must have your 6 hours or 7 hours or 8 hours of sleep, whatever you require, so that you are fresh the whole day. So remember, 2 parameters I've already given you: excitement and sleeping well for productivity. Don't sleep well, nothing happens. Now, third thing which you must always remember for happiness, they say money does not buy you happiness, but money buys away your worries. So having taught finance, let me say savings and investment is one of the big things in life which will bring in happiness in your long years. Again, there is a story of a student who wore beautiful clothes, very well-fashioned clothes. After he finished his MBA, I won't tell you which institute, but he finished his MBA, he got a good job, and he started living in a 3-bedroom apartment. And one day he made an appointment with me, he called me up, and he said that, ma'am, I have got a good job, I want to take you out for dinner tonight. And I was very happy. He said, I will be coming to your house and pick you up, and I'll pick you up from there, or we'll go in your car. That was also acceptable. So he came, and when he came armed with his girlfriend, brought flowers for me, and then he took us to the best place, one of the best places in Delhi. We went there, and he told me, ma'am, I have a fantastic job, I have a beautiful apartment, you must visit my apartment. And I said, how do you manage all this? And then he told me his salary also. I said, how do you manage all this in your salary? You're very fond of clothes, you said, and you're very fond of good living. You get food from outside all the time. So how do you manage? And you know what he said? Ma'am, I get some amount of money from my family every month. I call my father to send me money. So I told him, I said, well, this might buy you happiness for a short while, but this is not the way that life will make you happy ultimately. So he asked me, what should I do then, ma'am? I said, start saving. Whatever you earn from your first salary, begin saving 10% of it. Don't save too much, don't save too little, but save. Save and invest. And invest slowly. This passive investment is going to help you at a later stage. Be a long-term investor. You don't need to sit down and make fast changes in your portfolio all the time. And don't make too many securities, too many shares. No. Start with your SIPs, start with the mutual funds, start with life insurance, term plans. Start small. But remember, savings is a very important parameter for bringing happiness and bringing long life and making you happy in your long life, because when you retire, you don't have the funds and you want to live well. You may not understand today, but it is your starting point. If you don't understand today, I said live in the present. If you don't understand today, time is lost. And time management is a very important factor in your life. Time management will give you productivity, time management will give you friends, time management will give you money, time management will give you a lot of things. So manage your time. And when you manage your time, you can manage your family as well as your workplace. Treat your work as a happy place. For me, working was always happy. It's so happy to see everybody, to talk to everybody. So the next point that I'm going to project is social interaction. Now, social interaction is fine. What happens in college? You are in college, you are meeting people, and after you go away from college, you forget your friends. You get busy with your work, you go away, you start raising a family, you're busy with your family. What happened to those friends? You don't know. I haven't met that person for so long. So what is important is not only social interaction, but building a relationship. So build a relationship. You can't build a relationship with everybody, but build relationships. I just told you that I worked with Dr. Seth for 6 years and we are still in touch. It's a relationship we built over the years. So relationship building is very important. It's not only social interaction. You have to do something to get something in return. And you're always rewarded with affection, with love, while you're working, it's always work oriented. But later, it continues and it doesn't make you feel lonely. Many of our students, they say that I'm introvert. Ma'am, I'm an introvert. I cannot mix with people. Well, then you're going to be lonely in life. You have to change. You have to make that change somewhere. So always manage your time with your family, with your friends, build relationships, be excited at work, and don't forget, saving and investment is a very important parameter. Without it, there is no life. Because if you don't have money, your bills are not paid for. Are you going to wait for your family to pay your bills? They will also reject you after some time. They'll say goodbye. I can't give you any more money. So don't get that rejection. In fact, be a help to your family. And see how your life is long and happy with these 5 parameters. Excitement. So all of you are going to be excited? Yes. Time management? Yes. And then what about building relationships? Yes, build your relationships, build your love for each other. You're friendly here, keep on building those relationships. Don't forget people so fast. And you won't be lonely then. And then, I said sleep is also a very important factor. All that is important. But, again, to be happy, you must remember one very, very important factor. And that important factor is that physical activity is very important. All this lethargicness and only my phone and only sitting in the college is not going to help. You have to get out in nature. You have to also do some physical activity. Say take yoga, take tai chi, take any kind of physical activity. And lastly, always keep learning. Learning new skills. Don't block your learning. Don't think that MBA is the end, the B end of everything. No, there are other skills to imbibe all the time. Now, I retired from here in 2020 and I went on to write a blog. For 5 years I was writing. So that was learning new things online. I never did online writing. I did PhD, I did my research papers, everything. That was all offline. But here I learned to do things online, many things online. When first in Delhi University, it came out that we are supposed to take our attendance online, people rejected that idea. See how stupid it looks today. Those who did not learn, they are under stress today. And those who learned, they went ahead. So don't ever block your learning pattern. Unblock your ears, unblock your eyes. Now at this old age, I'm learning learning music. I didn't do any music while working all these years. That's learning new things. It keeps my mental activity active and physical sense also active. So, love one another, meet one another often, be excited in life, and also save, invest, And finally, don't forget the mental and physical activities. Physical activities, even if you like dancing, go for dancing. If you like singing, go for singing. But keep learning something. Don't get overbowed only that I'm working so I have no time. You have all the time. Manage your time. So with these words, I thank you for listening to me and sharing some ideas. I hope you remember some of these ideas. So thank you. Thank you, Dr. Anuj. Thank you, Sania, for having invited me.